Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to see how to solve this problem called twosome. Right. So before starting the video, let me just tell you that this is one of the most important questions in the LEET code. So I want you to keep all the distractions aside and focus on this video. Right. So the question basically says uh, an array will be given to you and a target will be given to you. Right. So you have to get those two indices whose summation will be equals to target. Right. So in this 0 and 1 will be the answer. Why? Because 0th index 2 is there and on first index 7 is there, right? So 2 plus 7 will give me the target, that is 9. Similarly here 3, 2, 4 is given, target is 6, right? So 2 plus 4 will be giving 6. So 1 comma 2, right? 0, 1, 2. So 1 comma 2, these two indices will be giving the target, right? Basically the summation of these two indices will be giving the target. So similarly 3 and 3 is given and target is 6. So 3 plus 3 is 6. So 0 and 1 will be the answer, right? So the question is straightforward. Same example here. So target is 9. So 2 plus 7, right? 2 plus 7 will be giving 9. So the answer will be 0 comma 1, right? So the most brute force way that comes to my mind is to find all the possible pairs. So let's say to find all the pairs that is in this array, and I will be checking whether their sum is equals to target or not, right? So how to find all the possible pairs? It's simple, right? I will be running two loops, one for I, so I will be from 0 till n minus 1, and then one for j, that is the second index, right? So j will be from I plus 1 till j is lesser than n, j plus plus, right? Or I can say it starts from I plus 1 till n minus 1, right? So here I'm going to check whether ARR of I plus ARR of j is equals to target or not. If it is, then here only I'm going to return I and j, right? We have to return the indices, right? So I and j will be the answer, right? So now let's close the curly braces, and this is your brute force approach to find all the possible pairs, and we are checking here whether their sum is equals to pair or not, right? So let's discuss the time complexity. The time complexity will be of n square. Why? Because we are running two loops. This will run for O of n, this will also run for O of n at the worst case, and this will take constant time. So the overall time complexity will be O of n square and space complexity will be O of 1, since we are not using any space, right? So now I am asking you, can you please reduce this? Can you reduce this time complexity? Can you do it? Yes, we can. Let's see how we can do that. Right. So let's take an example. 7, 2, 8, 1, 4, and 3. The indices are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right. So in this approach, what we are going to do, we are going to maintain a hash table, right? Hash map. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a of n solution, which basically means I have to iterate through this array only once, right? So I can't do something like, I will be here, then I will be iterating through these all elements, and then I will be here, I will be iterating from these all elements. I won't do that. I will be visiting a single element once only, right? So let's see how to do that. So what I'm going to do, let's say I'm at the element E, right? Uh, Target is, let's say, 6. So we have to find those two indices which will be summing up to 6. So let's say I'm iterating through this array, and currently I am at E, right? So if I am at E, I need one more element, right? I need one more element. So what will be that element? What will be that element? Can I say it will be 6 minus E? Can I say that? Or can I say if I am at E, I got one element. In order to get a sum, I need target minus E element, right? So basically see, A plus B will be giving target, let's say. right? I got one element. What will be the value of this other element? It will be target minus a. Simple, right? So we are going to use this intuition, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to iterate through this array. Target will be 6, let's say. I'm going to iterate, right? So first I got 7. So inside this map, I'll be like, bro, I got 7 and the index is 0, right? And I will check whether 6 minus 7, that is minus 1, is already there in the map or not, right? I'm basically checking whether minus 1 is already visited or not, right? So here it is not there. That means 7 7 cannot make a pair, right? So I will move forward. Now 2 will be coming, right? So in order to form a pair with 2, I need 6 minus 2. That is, I need 4. So I will be checking whether 4 is there in the map or not. Is it there? 7 is there, but 4 is not there. That means 2 cannot form 2 cannot form pair, right? So let's insert this 2 with the index 1 so that I will be able to check for 2 in the further indices, right? So similarly, I will go to 8 and I will say something like, bro, I have 8 and target is 6. That means I need 6 minus 8, that is minus 2. Is there minus 2 in this map? Is there minus 2? No, it's not there. That means 8 also cannot form a pair. So let's move forward. 1 comes, right? So before going forward, I have to store this 8 also. So 8 is at 2. So 8 will be mapped with 2 and then we will be going forward, right? Now I got 1, right? So in order to form a pair, I need 6 minus 1, which is 5 in the array, right? So I'm going to check whether I found 5 in this range or not. How I'm going to check? I'm going to check in the map, right? So I couldn't find any 5. That means this 1 also cannot make any pair, right? So let's push this 1 and let's say 1 is having an index of 3. And now going forward 4 will come, right? So I got 4 and the sum is 6. So I need 6 minus 4, that is 2, right? So how to find this? I will be checking in the map and I found 2 is there. I found 2 is there. So what I'm going to say, okay, 4 is there and 2 is also there. So these two are making a pair, right? Basically 4 plus 2 will be giving 6 and this is a pair. So at this point, I am going to return the current index at which I am standing, and here I am going to write 1. What is 1? 1 is basically map of this 2, right? This 2. So that's the reason we are storing the indices also. The moment we get the answer, we are storing the current index and we are giving the index of the element that we already visited, right? So now let's look at the code, right? So the code is pretty simple, the same thing that I have just shown you. So I'm just maintaining a map and then I'm iterating from 0 till n minus 1, and here I'm going to get the value that needs to be found, right? So target minus this current element, I have to find this element, that is remainder, in the hash map. If I found that, I will just return this, which is basically the indices of them, right? So dot count will be giving 1 if remainder is found, it will be giving 0 if it is not found, right? So after checking for this condition, I will just push this element along with its index so that I can check for this element in the further indices, right? So in case, let's say in case I didn't find any pair, right? Which basically means I didn't return anything. So that time we will be returning minus 1 comma minus 1 as the answer, which basically says we didn't get any answer, right? So even though this is not important because this scenario is not given in the question, The question basically says, where is the question? Question says, you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, right? So basically, one solution will be there, but still, I just wrote this at the end, right? So now let's go for the time complexity. So this loop will run for of n times, and this if condition here, the count function will be taking of one time complexity on an average in unordered map, right? So I can just use unordered map, and after this we are just pushing it into the map, and then we are not doing anything, right? So the time complexity will be of n. And what about the space complexity, right? It will also be of n. Why? Because we are maintaining a map, and at the worst case it will have n elements, right? So time complexity is of n and space complexity is of n, right? So that's it for the video. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, see ya.